So for getting the shoulder off, again, like depends on what you want to do with it. But what you're basically looking for is the articulation of the shoulder. You know, and then you have to remember the rib cage starts, you know, right up here, the collarbone. So you want to go above the collarbone and find the shoulder joint. And then once you kind of, you know, you can kind of move it around to expose it. I mean, this isn't really beautiful, but...
Is that a smaller knife than you normally use?
This is a boning knife.
Okay.
And like most boning knives, like depending on what part you're working with, actually, unlike regular knives, you usually hold them backwards and push. But this one...
There's one right here.
Did you work with a butcher to learn this, or did you learn it at home?
A little bit of both. Like like Tom Mylan and the Meat Hook and like all those guys and Fleischers. But yeah, I mean, mostly it was just that I was using a lot of whole animal product because I think it's a more responsible way to eat it. If you're going to eat meat, you know, buy a whole animal. It's better for the farmer. They get more money. And then up along the back, you can kind of like feel the scapula. So are we everyone familiar with the parts? This is the butt. It's called a Boston butt, otherwise known as a picnic. This is your bacon and your loin. And this is ham, not the butt. But here you can just go up and find the backbone. And cut through the skin and kind of expose everything.
Does it help to hum while you do it?
Keeps me from sniffling. Ooh, can there be a song?
Kazooka.
A pig song.
Oh, too stark. I cut too high. Too high.
No one's judging.
Except for everybody.
Me secretly inside.
So, I mean.
Bacon!
Wow.
Okay.
So also down here is where the tenderloin is, which would also normally be about that big on a regular pork. These are going to be like that big. You want to get that one? I'll get that one. So, and this is just...
There's a lot of sinew.
Yeah.
And you just want to cut as close to the spinal cord on this one, because like that's where all the good stuff. So, you know, like the oysters on a chicken. This is kind of the same kind of idea, that it's like it's kind of, there's a bunch of fat that sits on top of the kidneys, which is what you call leaf lard. A lot of people use that to, you know, do like savory baking. You can usually get it in farmers.
Wrap things in it.
Wrap things in it.
And basically, like when you're doing this kind of the cutting of butchering of anything, if your knife is not touching bone all the time, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, like this one I would get fired for. Because it's about yield, right?
Yeah.
And so like this is why, again, like you use special boning knives that can like handle, like, you know, you want to be hearing.
This is super thick and
Yeah.
heavy.
Yeah. And usually like when you're doing it again, like it's like when you're doing fish, you kind of want to be hearing this noise of your knife against the bone, because you know you're getting a good yield. And
Yeah, and also it's the guidelines. You don't, you know.
yeah. Ooh, let's get all the in between the rib meat. Since we can't chop the ribs down.
So how many pigs do you do at Moorman?
Whole pigs?
Like how? Yeah.
Oh, they don't do any whole pigs there.
Oh, okay.